were talking a moment ago about the meeting for the folks who are affected in Loveland. They are meeting at 5 o'clock to be able to get briefed by local officials.
And we have 7 News reporter Lindsay Sablon, who is there ready to be there at that briefing. Lindsay?
Yeah, guys, I was just talking to one of the Red Cross officials here, and this has been open since Thursday, and they were saying that on average every single night here at the shelter, which is at the Thompson School District Administration Building, that's on 800 South Taft, since they've opened on Thursday, they've seen roughly on average about 70 people staying here every night. And I quickly just walked inside. I saw a bunch of cots and personal belongings to my left, and then to my right was the cafeteria where everyone's hanging out. This is going to be an opportunity for all evacuees to get in and ask officials questions about what's going on, when they may get home, when roads are going to open back up. So it's going to be very informative for them. We're going to go in and listen. There's going to be another one in Fort Collins at Timberline Church. That's going to be happening at 7:30 this evening, so in just about 2.5 hours. I want to run down some of the numbers from the Larimer County Sheriff's press conference that happened about 2 hours ago now, and we heard for the first time from Shane Del Grosso. He is the incident commander for the Type 2 team who is taking over. They shadowed Larimer County Sheriffs yesterday as they went in and did a bunch of air rescue missions, and then today they were ready to move, but because of Mother Nature they couldn't. So starting tomorrow they'll be able to, hopefully, if Mother Nature behaves, start flying again and get back into the Big Thompson Canyon and parts of Poudre Canyon where people are stuck, and really help them out. Some of the notes from his meeting: first of all, there are 1,000 people in Larimer County who had made contact with officials hoping to get evacuated today, but unfortunately because of the weather they were not able to. About 12 of those in Pinewood Springs, another 200 in the Big Elk Meadows area, and then roughly the 700 plus in other parts of the canyon. So that's what they're dealing with first and foremost. Because they weren't able to fly today, they said their focus really is, one, to get telecommunication up and running in Estes Park. Highway 7 is open only for emergency personnel, so they can kind of travel back through Highway 7 into Estes. And yesterday they had 8 semis with Safeway deliver food up there, and they also had AT&T and Verizon working, but they're still having some cell issues, so they're still trying to get telecommunications up and running. The other part of this is just to get all the people who are going to be doing air and rescue missions, there are 16 helicopters, to get them up to speed in this area so that hopefully when they go in tomorrow, they know what's going on. We have been talking about all day the 2 teams made up of 80 people on each team with FEMA that are going to be boots on the ground, that are going to be going structure to structure, knocking on doors, seeing what's happening. They are now, it sounds like, going to be actually coming in tomorrow and start mobilizing after that. And they said, first of all, they want to go into each home, see if there's anyone there that needs help, and if there is anyone there, of course, communicate back with people here to figure out how to get them up and to the evacuation center. Right now, anyone who's airlifted up is actually brought to one of the evacuation centers, not this one because they're still trying to figure out where the helicopters can land, but they're up in Fort Collins, like the northwest side, and they're bringing them down to Timberline Church, and all of those people are registering on the Red Cross website, Safe and Well, so family members can get in contact with them there. I think for now that's pretty much all the notes. I did want to tell you that the one thing the incident commander said over and over and over again was, until Mother Nature behaves, we're not going to be able to make a lot of progress. We saw a lot of good progress yesterday, but today they unfortunately have been grounded because until about an hour or so ago, it was raining up here in the north, and because of that, they couldn't mobilize their air effort. So he said, Mother Nature needs to give us a break. And the second thing is, there are still people, especially in the Big Thompson Canyon, in those isolated areas like Glen Haven and Drake, who do not want to leave. And he said a couple times in that press conference, I really urge them not only to leave, but to winterize what they do have, because it's going to take months, maybe even a year, to get roads up to the standard that they were before all of this flooding. And because of that, if they choose not to leave now, we may not have all of the manpower, horsepower, meaning helicopters and National Guard and FEMA crews coming in when they decide a month from now, when the weather is cold, that they want to leave those canyons. So those were 2 things that really stuck with me as he was speaking a little bit. bit earlier today. Looks like it's just about 2 minutes before this meeting, so we're going to head on in there and see what people have to say and how everyone's doing, because for a lot of people, this is the first time we're hearing from them.
All right, Lindsay, that's certainly important, and we're looking forward to hearing what they have to say to them and what they share with you.
Absolutely, because this is a huge issue for our state when we're talking about nearly 19,000 homes.
Right.
Damaged or destroyed. There really is no good estimate yet. That's a preliminary estimate from the Colorado Office of Emergency Management. So we are just now beginning to see the extent of this, other than saying that there are 15 Colorado counties that are affected by flooding.